Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a little bit late to the party this year. I've started my new year in February and January was a little bit of a write-off. I recently lost my nan, so I took some time off and spent time with my family and stuff like that. So I've started my new year, new goals in February instead. And one of my new year, new goals is that I'm really having a go with this YouTube this time. Like, honestly, I'm going for it because I've found, personally, I think that Instagram is dead for marketing now. I just think it's just gone. That's just my personal, I think it's mean, I think it's negative. I just think that it's just not somewhere where I want to put my focus. It's great for visual. I love to put my pictures on there and I love to before and afters and stuff like that. I like to keep it quite professional, but just in interaction and engagements and whatever, I just think it's dead. It's like, even myself, I scroll right through and I hardly like things anymore. So it's not really where I want to put my focus. I think YouTube is a really fun way. There's more room for error, especially, I could probably post a video of myself falling over and it'd probably go viral on YouTube, which I just think it's like a nice way of showing a bit more me personal and a bit more like a vulnerable side to myself, because I am dead aware of when patients come into the clinic, how vulnerable they have to be. They literally come in and tell me something that they don't like about themselves, and then I say, how I can fix it. So I just think that by me doing things like this, it just shows that I am a normal person. I have just lost my nan and I have got a spot on my face, and I'm not like this perfectly aesthetically woman that you're gonna come to. And or even men, men sometimes come to the clinic and they pop in and say oh, do you do barbering or something, and that they come, but it's just if I'm showing a vulnerable side, I think that it'll just be easier for people to come in, and the experience will be a little bit nicer for them, knowing that I am just a normal person. So that is one reason why I want to put my focus into YouTube. I also have been putting it into TikTok. As you all know, I've been trying my little TikToks. I'm feeling much more natural with it now, I must admit. The first videos, even when I watch now, I'm just I literally look like someone's pulling my teeth out. But with TikTok, what I've found is it's so easy to go viral on TikTok. It's where it's at the minute. And not so much I want to go viral or I want Elegance to go viral, but definitely Cosmetology With Elegance, my skincare, that's obviously the avenue and where the goals are, where I want to go. I want to go viral, I want it to be well known. So TikTok is definitely where that's going to happen, more than Instagram, and definitely more than Facebook anyway. Also, I hired Ella, and I hired someone young because I wanted to know what was the trends. Well, I still to this day don't know how to post on TikTok. I don't know how, I don't even have the login on the phone. She has it. So when I hired her, I hired her because she knows something that I don't know. It's a whole new world for me. So at first she wants me to do these videos and I was so out of my comfort zone, and it was just so not where I wanted to go. I don't want to look silly. I don't mind looking fun, but I don't want to look silly. I don't want to get to a point where people think, oh God, I'm not going to her, she's not professional. So there's a fine line, which I'm still struggling with. But what we done is, to prove a point to me, she posted 2 videos, and one was without me on it and one was with me on it. And what we found is, not just me, but as a business owner, any business owner, if you put your face to the marketing, it just gets more interaction. So it was ridiculous on the scale of how many likes and how many I don't know what it's called, views it got to something that was just of the product. So I've had to get myself out of my head with that, and like really realize that like this is where I want my business to go. You know, eventually I want a podcast. I've got like an amazing idea, nothing to do with aesthetics, but I've got this fabulous idea of a podcast, and so I really need to just start getting used to like this side of marketing. And you know, it is a struggle, and I know sometimes I can look awkward, or you know, some days I literally don't want to do it. I come in and I've got no makeup on, or I'm suffering at the minute with adult acne, so I might have a flare up and stuff. But I've really had to talk with myself, and I've realised that if I'm asking patients and clients to come in and share some of the most vulnerable things that like of themselves, what they don't like about themselves, then I'm sure I can jump in front of a camera once a week and have a little mess around and not take myself too serious. So that is where it's at this year. I want to be on YouTube. I want to like put my focus onto it. Also, I found myself having like a little bit of extra time, which is I'm struggling with, if I'm honest, because for 5 years I was a one-man band, so I've done everything, like literally everything, as you all, well, people that know me know. So now that I've got staff and the shop's open, and Saturdays I finish at like half day, and Monday I've always had off, but I'm struggling with having this, everything's running around me, and I'm making money. I keep having to check to make sure like I am actually making money, but I've got staff and the shop's open and stuff. So I'm not really enjoying having free time as much, which sounds ridiculous, but anybody that knows me knows this is literally my passion, and it's everything I love. And I just love coming up with something like this, and then in, I don't know, 5 years time, it's just the norm, and like it's like that just become a bigger part of my business. So that's where I am at with YouTube at the minute. I wanted to just do this little introductory video because I looked back at the other one when I posted my first ever video. It's hilarious. I mean, I'll look at this video in another year and think this is hilarious, but that one, it was extremely bad. I don't even think I had a microphone. It was awful. So I thought, start 2022 on a little bit more. I still haven't got my camera, so I'm still after. I'm gonna get it very soon, so I'm still videoing on my phone, so it's still not perfectly the way I want it, but I do feel a little bit more comfortable doing them. And you know, there's a method behind my madness, so I know I look insane. Like, I know me dancing on TikTok, I don't dance, but me doing silly little pointy things, nobody is laughing harder at me than myself. But I'm gonna push through it, and I didn't turn 30 and decide, right, I want to be a TikToker. That's definitely not what's happening, but I've got to keep up with it. I'm here for the long run, and I've been lucky enough to find my passion like in my 20s, and I'm 30 now. I'm going to be working for another long years, so I don't want to just become behind time. I don't want to, you know, kick myself in 5 years time and go, why didn't you just do TikTok? Because now you're brand new and there's probably something new out. TikTok probably won't even be TikTok, there'll be something else. So yeah, so that's what I'm up to with it all. I'm just trying to just take it with a pinch of salt and realize that even if people are on the videos and they're laughing at me, they're still on the videos, so I'm still getting the likes, the views. So that's where we are with it. I have started EA training, so I had my first student last month, and I just, you know, it's just a whole new part of the business. It's a new company, and I'm really excited. I am so new to it. So what I've decided is what I am actually VCTC MVQ qualified. I am in teaching and education, so it took me 2 years to qualify. So I haven't just gone and done, you know, a few day course and now I'm a teacher. I've actually done it the VCTC Avenue way. I am not a VCTC accreditation training academy as of yet. I've still got to do my assessing, but that is, you know, I did do it like that way. So I have decided for now I'm not going to teach foundation in aesthetics, purely because, in my personal opinion, this is not an against anybody, this is not, I just feel like 5 years in the industry and 6 months of teaching is just not enough to teach anyone who hasn't picked up a needle, you know, medic, non-medic. Like, I wouldn't even go there on YouTube with all that. That's just not what I'm about, and it's not something that I even bother with. But just personally, I've been lucky enough that I haven't dealt with much complications myself, so I don't know how I could physically teach foundation aesthetics like filler and Botox and not be confident in complications. So it's not something that I will not come to, you know, in a few years time when I'm much more comfortable. It is something that definitely I would want to do. But for now, I've decided that it's just not where I want to, it's not where I'm confident. I have got amazing recommendations, you know, still message me and ask, and I will, you know, pass you on to where I trained and who trains me and stuff. But for me personally, EA training is not just this training school that's just come from nowhere and I'm just training Botox and fillers to anyone, not because of them, because of personally me and how I think my knowledge and skill can be used. So what I know that I am good at and what I am teaching is, one is definitely cannula. So I had a client who, she had a VO personally, another practitioner who gave her a VO, an occlusion, if anybody doesn't know what that is. And so she went through that whole experience of what patients would go through. So mentally, she just got a whole blockage over doing dermal filler because she couldn't believe of not just physically what she went through, but mentally what she went through. And she just was like, I just cannot put that on other patients. It's just not something that I feel comfortable doing. So she come to me for me to have a look at the VO, and we got talking about the cannula, and I said, you know, this is the main reason why in high risk areas I will opt for a cannula and not a needle. She'd never even heard of a cannula, she didn't know what it was. So we done like a one-to-one class type of thing where I just taught her. We done different areas of the cannula, you know, we done theory, she got a manual, and it was good, and it was, you know, it was something that I enjoyed, and it was something that I knew I was given to her, and I was knowledgeable. I was, you know, I knew that I could, how can I put it, that it was worth her money investing in my knowledge. That's the way it is. So that's like where I'm going at with the teaching in the aesthetics, in the aesthetics thing. I don't, you know, I don't mind doing like stuff like that if people don't know, other practitioners they won't come, because I definitely don't know everything. I learn something new every single day, but from where I started to where I am now, I wish that somebody would have give me the knowledge of the in-between, the finding your feet. So for me, when I'm doing one-to-one, it's not just about, okay, here's a cannula, here's a model, here's, you know, it's like on a personal level, it's my experience in the industry. It's, you know, every and running a business, where I think you should do your social media, what apps are good, what it's all of that. It's all everything that comes with running your own business and being in the aesthetics industry. You know, it's not just, I went on a masterclass once to do lashes when I used to do lashes and beauty, and the girl not only taught me how to do Russian lashes, I think it was, but she showed me what app she uses. She showed me this app to do her filing her taxes. She showed me, and like, I walked away, I think I paid £300 for like 5 hours, whatever it was. And I walked away and was like, wow, like she has literally just taught me so much, not just how to put Russian lashes on. And that's the type of teacher I want to be. For me personally, the aesthetics industry is such a grey area. There's just so much wrongs, rights, opinions. There's just so many things that go on in the aesthetics industry that for me, all I want to do, I held myself responsible for keeping the reputation at a high standard, you know. So for me, if I know that I can teach the cannula, and I know that they're going to walk away, and not only are they going to walk away with a new skill, but they're going to make it safer for the patients, then I don't care if they go and set up next door to me. I'm not about competition. Like, there is no competition with me. It's just not in my, there's no competition. But what I'm about is, okay, so now all of your 100 patients and all of my whatever patients are getting treated more safely. And that's what I'm about. I'm going to be in the industry for a long time. So I don't want to just throw up an academy and take £1,000 a year, £1,000 a year, and just teach 70% of what I know. Like, until I know I can give 100%, then it's just... So because I was using my phone and not a camera, it cut off halfway through the video, but I didn't know, and I carried on talking, and it wasn't video. But the old Ashley from 2021 would have got a strap on and said, forget this YouTube, I am not doing it, can't bear it. But 2022, Ashley is gonna ride through all this absolute technology stuff that winds me up, and we're gonna get through it. So I don't know how I'm gonna merge these two videos together now. This is something that Ella will have to do for me. But anyway, as I was saying, we were talking about the training academy, and the last thing I wanted to bring up was Cosmetology with Elegance. Now, Cosmetology with Elegance is something that I just invented and created because I physically couldn't work. Like, the pandemic had closed all of us, and I didn't have an income, and it was something that I was like, if I can't use my two hands, then I just cannot get paid, I can't work. So that's all that Cosmetology with Elegance was going to be. I never for 1 second thought that it was going to like be on par with Elegance Aesthetics. You know, I had 5 years of clients who had been getting mesotherapy from me to now I couldn't treat. So it was like, okay, if I can't do it in the clinic, let me create something that you can have the benefits and use at home. And that's all it was. And Christmas sales just blew me away. It was just, I just could not get over the fact that like something that I had drawn on a piece of paper in the middle of a pandemic was now under people's trees. And not only was it just underneath people's, the sales were just amazing. Honestly, it was just, I can't thank you enough. It just excites me. I can't wait to like train, and me training kits have Cosmetology with Elegance in it and stuff like that. It's just amazing. So new things for Cosmetology with Elegance this year is definitely a cleansing tone. We are definitely working on a cleansing tone. It's something that will just create, it's something that will complete, and you know, we'll have more of the skincare routine. And something else I want to work on is teenagers. I want to bring stuff out because most of my products right now are based on anti-aging, and they've got retinol in and stuff, and I want to also bring out some that are friendly for teenagers to use. You know, they can use me vitamin C at the minute, because the teenage Christmas boxes was one of my best sellers. So it's definitely shown me that there is somewhere in my clientele, teenage like skincare is something that it will sell well. Sorry, I've completely threw me off now because it stopped recording. And I am now working on a bubble bath, and it is amazing. I can't wait for it to come out. It's gorgeous. I personally have to use very light, simple, like the brand Simple products in the bath. I cannot use anything that smells nice or anything. So I am more trying to create it for myself than anyone else, but I want like a luxurious, thick bubble bath, but that is not gonna have to like go on antibiotics after I've used it. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm excited for that. But one of my main focuses with Cosmetology with Elegance this year is not actually creating products, because I have, you know, last year I spent so much money on creating and, you know, making this new brand that it is, I want it to go viral. Like, it is my main thing, it's my main goal, it's all I speak to with Ella. It's just the opportunities I see on TikTok every day of like, we went viral and then we got more sales in one day than we did the whole year. And the high street, as somebody's emailed me off TikTok for the high street and stuff. So that is like where I want it to be known. I want to work not with influencers, because I tried that last year and I paid for an influencer to post and they didn't post it. So yeah, so but that's where I wanted to go with Cosmetology with Elegance. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm rambling on a little bit now. And please subscribe. Like, there is no point in me trying to get out of my comfort zone and trying to get comfortable doing these YouTube videos if nobody subscribes, and I am doing them to myself. So thank you for watching my video. I am going to do another one next week. I'm going to try and do one a week, and please subscribe. See you later. Bye.